I'm sitting in here in my hobby space. Got YouTube there and Mr. Howard. And I'm going to flip you around. Everybody's wanting updates. They don't work on the weekends. Scott has done some sheetrock repair. That's why you see the little splotches. And with that happening, I may be repainting my room, but we'll see. Yeah, I know he wants to paint the fireplace on either side of the fireplace a darker color. So, but I told him, I said, well, if it's my room, and the hall is going to require repainting. We had done some damage to sheetrock when we redid the bathroom. So let me show you. They're coming back today to fix this properly. This was just thrown down so that we could walk on here. And we've been kind of staying over this way because here where they've got the little pieces, it gets kind of dodgy and feels like you're going to fall through. Scott did work out and he sawed the piece to go around that. So if they're careful in how they take that up, that could be done and then they could work from there out. But we'll see what they do. Let's see. Oh, I was going to tell you. See, above the door, when Scott was pounding in the bathroom, it popped a spot there. He's got to fix that and over there. And where the desk had been setting here, it rubbed. So we got to scrape that off and repaint this trim. But we're leaning toward maybe doing either a green or a different purple in here. Hi, Janet Nash, in this weird hallway. So you come from my hobby room. This is the linen closet. That provides the heat and AC for the bonus room because it goes up in the attic and then shoots across. We keep our router connection in the closet, which is not really a great idea because the Wi-Fi has trouble talking to one another. But yeah, this hallway takes a ton of paint. You wouldn't think that it would, but I'll show you the green I'm leaning for. I think I still have it here. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Where's that green? I have a green. Maybe that wasn't. No. I don't know what happened to the green. I have a green I wanted for the hallway. I don't know what happened to it. Well, that's disappointing. Howard, are you laying on the green? He's like, no, Mama, I'm not. Well, anyway, it's called like relaxation or resort or something like that. If I find it, I'll share it in another video. I mainly wanted to come in. I'm washing our sheets because it's Monday. I've changed the litter boxes already. But you come in through here and then you go that way to Greg's room. And it's got like this little alcove here that goes back in there. And then you go down to the master bedroom, which is really just my fabric and yarn storage room. But it's just a lot of wall space. This wall we had painted a different color, and you can kind of see that and this one got damaged when we had the closet door. It's just this hallway has caught you know what. So we're going to repaint the hallway and probably all in one solid color. But it'll probably take, and I kid you not, it'll probably take over a gallon of paint to do this. Simply because of all of the turns and all of the doorways, because there's a doorway there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 doorways to paint around. That's a lot of cutting in. That's Scott's books. Good morning, Pam. So the painting has been added to our list, to our to-do list. I think we've picked out a linoleum, but it has to be ordered online. They don't carry it in the store. And it looks, I don't have a picture of it, but it looks like slate or stone pavers, but it's on rolled linoleum. And we're going to get enough to do the kitchen and the entry because that linoleum is the same that was used in the kitchen. And so that's something else on the list. Scott was saying that he really wants to get where there's only 1/2 inch plywood because we're putting the 3/4 inch hardwoods back down. He wants to get that done right away, whether we do the finishing on it right away or not, but to just get the wood down. And because we're feeling air, you can see where Scott shoved newspaper in. I should probably help the guys out and pull that newspaper out real quick because that's an added chore that I don't want to pay for the labor. I'm trying to cut some of the cost a little bit. Hence, Scott cut that. Even if they don't use those specific boards, they could use his template and just, trace around that. But he's got it to fit up tight to the pipe up under there. And he went ahead and did a better repair there. And yeah, it's a lot of work to fix this up. And I'm hoping my big shelving unit will fit there that I had on the other side before, that has all my like shoebox storage, that has like the lace and zippers and that kind of thing in it. I'm hoping to put it here, and then I'm going to get like a shower curtain rod, and I have a thrifted white shower curtain that I'm thinking of using to just close off my shelving, plastic shelving of, this and that's there. So lots of things are getting planned in my head. And I told Scott, I'm going to go ahead as soon as we get the floor down, and I'm going to set this room up as I want it. And then when we get ready to paint, I'll just do one wall at a time. Like I'm going to have my bank of sewing machines here now. So I'll have a sewing machine, and I think actually the green bookshelf is going to go here, then the sewing machine, then maybe some crates of books here, and then my serger. And so that I can park my red cart over there in front of the outlet instead of having my sewing machines over there. And yeah, it's a lot. You can get light reflective paint. I will have to look that up. Light reflective. I might have to, because right now with the stress of this, I can't remember crap. I can't remember a thing right now. It's like my brain is a sieve. And then in here, this room here, this is our formal dining room and living room, which is kind of a mess now. But I have measured this doorway here, and if we lay the desk on its back, so if we put it so the drawers would be facing up, although we're taking the drawers out to reduce the weight, but if we lay it on its back, it should slide right through this door. And I'm going to put that big green desk over there. I'm going to have a short little file cabinet in the corner, and then that big green desk. I'm going to turn my cutting table the other way, and I'll have my supplies along here, like all of those paper supplies. I'm going to keep them over here. I'll see how that works. I will have to set up a cat basket area or two in front of the glass. So I lose that space for the cats, but that's the idea. So the big green desk will go over there, and that's going to be my art desk. So I will actually have the room set up to where there's art, which is paper and paint and stuff, on that side of the room. And then the fabric will be on this side. So all of my sewing machines and stuff will be over here. I probably should leave room for the ironing board to just slide in beside the bookcase. If I remember that, I'll slide that in there. I should take notes of what I've planned. Oh, the cat's cheese. Uh, Howard, get your cheese. It's a stuffed piece of cheese. So, let's see. Good morning, Teresa. Oh, that would be great, Janet, if you could. I went through my rubber stamps and I donated almost half of my acrylic stamps. Oh, he's playing with his cheese. So I'm trying to reduce what I have to the things that I love, and the things that I'm like about, I'm going ahead and letting them go. I have already been through my scrapbook paper once, but I haven't gone through like the paper pads totally. So as I'm setting the room up, I will probably purge some more. And I went through the stickers and I'm getting rid of anything that's cutesy. I just don't use cutesy stickers. I don't care for them that much. But I might give them to Darby, which, wait a minute, I got to remember this. If you guys remember, I made Darby, which is my son's best friend's little girl. I made her an Afghan, and then I found her a hat. And she got that this weekend and she loved it. She felt so extra special. So I am so happy. And she thinks so much of us. She had her mom send us her report card grades, which I thought was adorable. So we told her awesome and that she was doing real good. She's really good in science. She just needs to bring her math scores up just a little bit and she'd be doing really, really good. So, yeah, this is the plywood I think they're working with today, but I think they need to go buy one more sheet because they had to cut up so much to just get us dried in for the weekend. What else did I want to share? As soon as they are done, I'm going to start in this entry, excuse the potty box. I'll turn this light on. This is the front door. And I did not have to move my patterns, which are in that closet. You want to see how many sewing patterns I have? This is almost embarrassing. All those boxes, and it's double thick, so there's more patterns behind those. But I love to sew. And I'm planning to do a lot more sewing on my channel. And you can see the builder's permit on the window. I'm going to wash the walls. Everything is getting washed from the ceiling down. I'm not going to wash the ceiling because it's that weird popcorny stuff. And as soon as you touch it, it acts like it wants to fall off. Do you guys remember me painting all these blooming ceilings? Scott's got the shop vac in here. I might put the big brush on it and just kind of gently go across, and that'll get any spider webs and stuff down. But I want to wash the walls, and I'm going to move the antique radio to another area. Scott said he wants to build a new power supply for that because the power supply that's in it is 100 years old because that's a 1920s radio. It does work. When I tried to show you guys how it worked, I forgot you have to spread a wire out for the antenna, and I totally forgot to do that. But Scott, bless him, he spent almost all day Saturday cleaning the front half of the house. He brought his big shop vac in to suck up all the dust in here, and he was wiping things down, and he wiped up so much dust, and he was so helpful. And I did the other side of the wall, and I vacuumed and got up a bunch of dust. Scott was feeling really, really bad this morning, you guys. So I don't know if he'll end up coming home, but he figured he'd get more rest actually at work working than he would here with them banging on everything. But as soon as that's all washed up, I'm going to move that antique desk. It is actually a desk. Where it's open right there is supposed to have a drop-down desk, and we have the pieces for it, but Scott's not gotten around to reattaching those. But that's a desk. This is my needle cases and my pincushion collection. And then I've got my cat collection. And I think I'm going to work it out to where I've got some handmade things from you guys, handmade things from myself. And then I've got cats and I've got gnomes. So I think I'll have two cat shelves and a gnome shelf. So I'm going to rearrange this a little when I redo it over there. The flower prints that go with my collection, I have all 12 months, but some of them are actually behind the desk. And I'm going to move that entire collection to that wall there. And then the hutch, which is in the middle of the room right now, it'll flip and go right here where this desk is right now. And once it gets cleaned up, it is filthy too. It's covered in dust and finger marks and everything. I'll clean it really good. And then I have to clean everything that's on the table here. This is like, see, there's some of my gnomes. They'll actually go in there. My sister brought me is it Cocopia from Arizona. Her in-laws live out there. But this is mainly like crystal serving pieces, candle holders, memorable things. That's my dog I came home from the hospital with, and I've stuffed him up. The topper from our wedding cake and all that kind of stuff. Y'all don't need to see how much this is costing. But then I've got empty frames there for friends' art. If I get some in, I'll have some that I can do. Callie's found a chair by a vent. And yeah. And then I'm thinking of moving what they lay on it to in front of that window instead of having it in front of the double ones. And then the table, I'm just going to do the best I can. I'll probably just pull it a little bit away and maybe put a couple of the extra chairs just over here on the part of the floor that's plywood. And I've got to wash walls in here. It's a lot of cleaning. That's, Safia warned me that there'd be a ton of dust, and there is. So that's my update. And I need to get to the dishes. The dishes are waiting for me in the sink. And I got to find a place for the cereal and stuff to go that Greg just bought. And our cabinets aren't quite tall enough for a box of cereal, so they have to lay sideways. But everything is just so packed because the food I bought thinking I'd cook, we've been going out to eat because it's just too much to try to cook with all this dirt and dust. But we're getting close. They're coming today. I say this, they are coming today. They'll pull all that up and then they'll put it down properly. So it'll be like this over in here. And then they'll be done on the inside. And they'll start under the house, closing the vents, all of the vents that go under the house. They'll closing those off, putting the vapor barrier down, and then installing that dehumidifier. And then we write them their final check, or actually I just transfer it. So yeah, the magic of the internet, you can just give thousands of dollars to contractors. But it's fixed. It's something we would have had to do before we could sell the house. Because, we had major sill damage here. They had to prop all of these joists up here. And I think they propped them on the other side as well. And then they pulled all the joists out of either side of the fireplace. So the fireplace is like about midway, like right here. So on either side of the fireplace, they had to take out 3 thicknesses of the joist. So think about how thick a joist is, maybe that thick, about 2.5 inches. 3 of those, 6 inches to do the width of the wall. And they had to pound those in. So that had to be fixed. We had a broken joist where Scott dropped a tower of books when we moved back down here. And so now we're not bouncing, although Scott has marked right here, and I got to remember to tell them that the plywood, it's squishy there. When you step on it, it's like the nails haven't taken purchase of the joist below. I think they're on the edge of the joist. So I'm thinking if they come over a little bit, like right about an inch away from those and pop another nail in, they might actually have it. And you can actually see when you step on it, I can see the head of the nail appears more. So I think that's just a chance of, in fact, here he's actually put a second nail in and it's not moving. So if he comes over a little bit, and it'll take him pop twice with the big nail gun. And I've had a recliner with all the blankets and stuff back, which has made Tippy and Howard ecstatic. So I'm rambling now. Yep, Scott likes to restore the antique radios. That one was just the one that I'm talking about. It's an Atwater Kent that's in the hallway there, entryway. It was all covered in rust, and we got rust all over us when he first brought it. I'll go show you closer. And he's got some other ones that he's restored that I told him I'd like to turn this front room more of a study than a living room, because we like our books. So, but all of this was rusted. He had to clean the Atwater Kent radio emblem. He cleaned that, and he's completely restored it. And that's the speaker for it down there. And those ceramic cats are going to get put with my cat collection. So all my cats are in that desk. Yeah, and then the little table was a cute little table, and it's got some interesting inlay on it. And I think I paid $15 for it at the antique mall, the Old World Antique Mall that we love to go to. There's another radio. Try not to turn too quickly. There's a Daytrola radio that he restored, and I said I wanted it, and it's been in here. I might put it back in my hobby space. But the little radio on the top is mine. That's a Daytrola. It works as well. And the one below it, he has not been through, but he took it to a show and got a ribbon on that one. It's hard to show you because I can't get over there. But the little Daytrola, I think I'll bring back in my room. That gentleman right there is Scott's dad, and that's my grandma and my grandpa, Ma and Pa, and that's my mother-in-law, and that lady right there is my mother-in-law, and that's Aunt Marietta and Uncle Jesse, and that is me and Robin and Hazel and Rhonda, my sisters. And so I'm going to turn this room into basically a kind of a flowery theme. I've got the leaf curtains, and I got my plants and flowers and stuff. That's what my dining room's going to be. And I actually have fabric to redo the seats in these chairs that's got a floral print. I hope I have enough of it to do all 6 chairs. But if I don't, I'll just put something different on the armchairs than I do on the no arms. That's what I'll probably do. Maybe a solid green on the 2 armchairs. So that's it. Look, Howard's a statue. What you doing, Howard? That is funny. He's just sitting there so still. All right. Well, I'll let you guys go. Watch for Janet later. Watch for Dee Dee later. Whoever else comes on Monday. And I hope everybody has a great day. I need to make a quick trip down to the grocery store for a couple things that we're out of that I need to get for the day before the guys get here about 8:30. All right. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.